schedule. Copyrighted music. Content. Okay, cool. We're live now.
No, I agree.
All right, let's turn the chat on. There we go. I was on Weatherwise listening to you argue with YouTube. Glad you got it figured out. Yeah. Pixel, thanks you. Sorry. Fisher, where you headed to today? It'll be Northwest Pennsylvania, Northeast Ohio. Let's see. Not sure if you remember a while ago, I sent you an email about using your feed, and I can't remember what you said about that. Could you tell? I do remember that, Cruz. So, well, first of all, I forgot about that for a little bit. I'm going to have to discuss that with my media agent, because I do this professionally, so I'm not sure if I can or not without violating my franchise agreements. I know it's kind of it's not the right thing you want to hear, but stuff is really starting to go. Could be county. We're starting to. The thing is that those feeds at Weatherwise, like Weatherwise, is a customer. Weatherwise is a customer. It steals a screen grab from your feed, transmits it, and sells it, and makes money off of it. Then that puts you in the middle of stuff, and I know you're a minor, so then that gets super tricky, and then your parents have to sign off on stuff. I know it's not what you want to hear, but that's the unfortunate nature of the business.
I understand.
What if I could right off the bat? But like I said, I'd have to discuss that with my agent. I can already see how it might be an issue, there might be pitfalls and everything else. I'm going to try to figure out a way to keep my screen, to keep the chat, but it won't let me. So I'm going to drive up 422 here a little bit over towards 79. And I will stop up here in a hardware store parking lot that I know of up here and try to figure that out so I can see what you guys are saying to me. Yeah, I know it's crazy. It's crazy. Day's already unfolding. Roll these windows up. Nobody wants to hear that. I gotta remember I'm in the 5-speed. day's already unfolding, and I think what we're going to be seeing, I read a forecast discussion earlier. It says that the storms that are ongoing in Ohio are south of a cold front, and they're chewing through right now, and they got some pretty good energy going right now. I think that fans out further the more east you go into Pennsylvania itself, and that's going to be your first round. However, the cold front itself, when it sinks through, and especially with enhancement off the lake breeze, off Lake Erie, I think we'll pick that second wave, which is going to be further on this evening. Isolated supercells coming on later. If it's going to happen, that's a big if. I knew you would. You seem like a level-headed cruise when they were a minor. I remember somebody else who was like that when they were a teenager. His name is Max Velocity. So, don't get discouraged. It'll be okay.
Road is terminated on 25. 1333.
Take a look at the radar and see what's going on up to the north. Yeah, I'm liking these props, and I'm thinking, because you got that big blob. If you're watching on WeatherWise, you can see the radar on your screen. I had some issues with the laptop setup and everything, where I had all the graphics and the music and all that. It just was not working out as well as I wanted it to. And maybe that could be solved with some different coding. Maybe that could be solved with different encoder settings. And I now have pretty good LAN access to the router. So maybe we can change that. We'll do some experimentation with it coming up. If you're watching on WeatherWise, you're within a radar app. You can obviously see the radar. If you look to the southwest of Pittsburgh and you see that big, blobby, majorly huge, severe warning storm coming in, that's what you're going to see on this initial push. Is you're going to see some convective systems. You're going to see things of that nature, and you're seeing lines of them, training lines of them moving west to east up to the north of our location here, up in Crawford, Mercer, Venango, and Forest counties, up that way. I think that's what we're going to see on the initial push here in the early afternoon to mid-afternoon hours. Once we get into the evening, I think that's when you're really going to see, when that cold front sinks through, and you get that lake breeze effect coming in off of Erie. I think that's when you're really going to see a show start up in northeastern Ohio, potentially moving into northwestern and west central Pennsylvania. So we're going to keep an eye on that. That's going to be our big target for the day. big thanks to our channel sponsors. Big thanks to our channel sponsors. Room Link by Mobile Must Have. MobileMustHave.com. You go to MobileMustHave.com for all of your off-the-grid lifestyle needs. It's a new severe thunderstorm warning.
Marion, Forest, Mercer, and Engo. The National Weather Service in Pittsburgh has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Forest County in northwestern Pennsylvania, northeastern Mercer County in northwestern Pennsylvania, Engo County in northwestern Pennsylvania, northern Clarion County in west central Pennsylvania until 2:15 p.m. At 1:36 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along the line from 11 miles north of Moagsville to 10 miles east of Greenville, or along the line from 11 miles north of Moagsville to 19 miles west of Franklin, moving southeast at 35 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour with gusts and small hail. Source, radar indicated.
Okay, so let me try to solve this issue with chat. Shh, did it really just break? Huh. I see. Huh. I think my parking brake cable just snapped. That's okay, I have a brake pedal. Let's see here.
Station 620 County.
Okay, that's up to the north of us there. Let's get this chat situation solved.
At approximately 1:36 p.m., severe thunderstorms are located along 11 miles north of Marionville to 10 miles east of Greenville, along north of Marionville to 19 miles west of Franklin, moving us southeast to 35.
No, that
60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and small
that
hail.
parking brake is holding. That's holding,
Going
so.
to be New Lebanon,
Room number 6 for a 62-year-old.
Yeah, and you have stuff firing off in Armstrong up near Katanning now. It's moving out to the east. I'm not going to be biting on those. I think that later evening run is going to be what we're going to be looking more towards.
Completely unintelligible.
I just wanted to set my clock. Okay. Still working on this. Because I don't know why. As long as it didn't stick on when it snapped. Yeah, it didn't stick on. The truck will roll backwards. Stream's a little choppy. You're streaming directly from the car, from your home PC. I stream directly from the car. It's from... that's weird. It's from the Streamlabs mobile app. Every time I talk, man, I know.
The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch number 278, effective until 8 p.m. This watch includes the following counties in Pennsylvania: Bedford, Cambria, and Somerset.
They're extending it to the east. They're extending it to the east.
K3QY repeater.
Tell you what, let's... Oh, I see. Let's do this instead. Let's activate DEX. Okay, DEX is on. We'll bring up WeatherWise. Full screen it. And then we'll bring up YouTube itself. Bring up YouTube itself. Yeah, so you can hear it there. YouTube itself. Yeah, so you can hear it there. That presents a problem all on its own. See what I mean? Presents a problem all on its own. No, close that. Let me see if I can log in at Streamlabs and actually just get the chat in a window.
Versailles at Evans.
Year-old female. 20 breathing. 1345.
Checking ice conditions, like, I don't get it. Like, is it so hard to just give me access to the damn chat on a website? We have to integrate it with all kinds of shit. I mean, this is so bad. I hate modern technology. I love it, but I hate it. I really do. Now, my WeatherWise is all screwed up. Let me fix that again. Back it out, because I don't need to be able to see the granulation on the pavement of the street I'm sitting near. And then pop this back up. It's not even showing me that in YouTube Studio. What the hell?
Thunderstorm watch. God, no, wait. No.
No option to mute it. No option to mute it. No option to mute it. No option to mute it.
Were you at the last ham radio?
Listening controls. Garbage. Okay, I got a great way to solve this. Turn the damn volume on the tablet down.
St. Paul's. Copy.
Copy 317. Part of this train.
Okay, there we go.
Supposed to be
Jim, warning in Mercer County. Luke Hatton is red mode activated. You know what? With the way these models have been, I don't know if it is or not. I'll be honest with you. With the way these models have been, I don't know if it is or not. It could be failure mode central and say screw it and go to McDonald's mode. There we go. I'm having so much trouble getting chat running. Oh my God. Like, it used to just put it on my screen and now it won't. It brings it up and then it immediately takes it away. Like that. What is that, some type of new safety thing? Chat settings. And there's nothing in chat settings that says make the goddamn chat go away after 10 seconds. I love it when they continuously update shit and they don't tell me. I love that. Hey guy, we fixed it. It wasn't broke. There we go. Got that part figured out. Okay. I wish it didn't stick on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, got it. Yeah, and then it releases the brakes and starts rolling backwards. Cool. Yeah, we're going to be out and about, so let's try to make it count. Go ahead, Catherine. Take shelter, oh boy. It's on my TV. A lot of people still use TV for warning. And that is one of the best ways to get your warnings. I've driven this thing 11 miles since the last oil change. I don't use this too much. This is my work truck, so it's been down. Now what I'm gonna do back here, I already took the back seats out because nobody ever sits back there. I don't use this car for family stuff. Nobody ever sits back there. So what I'm going to do with this, I took the back seats out. Shut up. I'm going to have a tray built, a slide-out tray. I can put all of my equipment on, your emergency equipment, camera bags, stuff like that, with a net to strap it down. And I'll have like a latch. And I got a place that can build me that. Put that in. Coming up here soon. Special thanks to our other sponsors for the day. Weatherwise.app, best free radar software you can get. Weatherwise.app, available for iOS, Android, and desktop. Weatherwise.app. You can watch us on Weatherwise.app as well as in the YouTube channel here. And Tony's Pizza. Tony's Pizza in Butler. For deliveries, use Tony'sPizza.com. That's a new thing. Tony'sPizza.com to place your delivery orders. If you're coming in for a pickup or you have an inquiry about reusing their dedicated upstairs party floor there, you can call him 724-841-0066. Tony's Pizza, Mercer Street and Newcastle Street in Butler. Award-winning, literally award-winning. Only the best. Try it today. Tony's Pizza. Had to run through the sponsors there. It's being brought to you by Roamlink at mobilemusthav.com. Combines all three cellular providers into one data signal. Excellent, excellent units. And they'll even let you get the service with a free LTE box. They will not charge you a rental fee for that LTE box. And it is like prepaid service. It's like a prepaid cell phone, except it's data with all three networks. It's awesome. Roamlink by mobilemusthav.com. Truck today. Let's be honest. Pig soul, I have so many devices for weather alerts, to be honest. If a fly farts in the next county over my house, sounds like we are going to war. Oh, that's great. That's great. It's amazing. You ever see those EAS videos? And I know I've got a few guys that watch the channel. They're EAS video guys. Nothing against you. Gotta have a hobby. Have you seen the EAS videos where guys will have literally like 120 NOAA weather radios in one room, and then they'll all go off at the same time, and it sounds like the end of the world for clarity. Like that ham radio does a really good job. The unfortunate part, if it weren't for the day, but since there's a hail risk out there, and I've never been one to shy away from hail, I took truck 3 this time. I remember what happened. Armored vehicle. It didn't turn out too good. I wasted a lot of money. I bought a $500 windshield, and 3 days later, the truck I put it in, the motor exploded. I talked to the tow truck guy. I don't know if I mentioned this. I talked to the guy who towed that vehicle, old truck 1, the old Grand Cherokee, away. I was going to go to the junkyard, this junkyard that I use that's local to me. And it never made it to the junkyard. Brand new tires, brand new windshield. There were so many good parts on that thing, but I guess they just didn't want the hassle. He said that they towed it to the scrapyard. They got under it with a Sawzall, cut the catalytic converters off of it, and put it in the scrapper. Let's slow down because invariably there's a cop up here. Got this all tore up through here. These conditions be overspreading the area. I'm not too, well, yeah, I could see it. Got halfway decent thermos. You got dew points in the 60s all throughout the region. So, who knows? Certainly not me. I'm just out here for the fun of it. And the stream of it. To entertain and bring you content. Temps versus dews. Thermos are okay. The further south you go, the hotter it is, but thermos stay relatively comparable. If I wanted to go for what's probably going to be a guaranteed quick spin up, you got a thread of that right now down there along the northern West Virginia panhandle heading into Washington and Greene counties in Pennsylvania. Although I do not like chasing down there. I don't like it. Highly mountainous areas, limited routes, huge elevation changes, and trees upon trees. At least you get out near Cleveland, you start getting into Ohio, you get a little bit better terrain. You know, I'll take that effect of lake breeze any day. Out today in truck 3, the bedliner armored 5-speed manual 2015 Jeep Compass. Love this little thing. One of them tires is out of balance, though. I can feel it. Around 70 miles an hour, you get a pretty good wheel stutter. on this throughout the day. I worked all night last night too. Started with a kid on a bicycle hit by a car at like 6:30 in the evening. We did not stop running until 5:30 this morning. We got back from our last trip, difficulty breathing call, at like 5:30 this morning. I got my sleep on an air mattress on the floor. So I'm tired. That's okay. Gotta find some better camera mounts. These camera mounts I'm not too terribly impressed with. A lot of shake. Red fruit slushy. Had to give up the smoking, man. Had to give up the smoking. I got bronchitis really bad. I lost my voice. It stayed that way for like 2 to 3 weeks. I'm getting older. I can't do that anymore. Now it's the vaping. At least it's like better for you. We think. Thing up in Clarion County, northern Clarion County is what you got going through there, northern tip of Clarion. It's kind of sinking south as they go, and I think that's going to be the dominant motion, kind of like an east-southeasterly sink to these storms as they come through, just because of the positioning of the front. Propelling winds is northwesterlies, though, and that doesn't seem 100% right, but you know, who knows? Hold out for some magic. Cross your fingers, you know. Been so bored. I've been so bored. Had nothing for almost a month. Realistically, this truck hasn't been used since, early April. It's been like 2 months since this thing turned a wheel. Got a new camera though. I did get a new camera. Don't know, you guys, if you follow me on X, you probably saw it, but I got a wear on par with the eye to that. Shoot stuff in 8K videos, have crazy renders that take a day and a half. It's gonna be wonderful. That was a 7-second video clip. It's 3 gigabytes. Jam. spin up there. Yeah, that didn't look like it was under threat at all today. But speaking of the Grove City area, I'm going to be going through the Grove City area here in a second. Did I see somebody say they hit a bear? We lost one of the ambulances the other day. Hit a bear and totaled it. What service? What service hit a bear, Pixel? That's pretty hardcore. My agency hits deer a lot. We do work for like the VA, so it's always a lot of over-the-road stuff and long-distance stuff and everything because for some reason VA patients live in the middle of nowhere 100 miles from the nearest VA hospital.
From the building, apartment, street, Jamestown.
We had a lot of deer, though.
That in Chestnut Street.
We haven't totaled one on a deer yet.
Fire alarm is going off in the building. We are evacuating.
We've totaled them in traffic accidents. Not deer. HD ProRes on a cell phone. Yeah, something's going on with this phone. All of my cameras. No one wants to hear that. Yeah, the chat dropped too. So anybody still watching on Weatherwise, if you were watching on YouTube, I'll have that back up and running here very shortly. YouTube video is good now. Okay, cool. Thanks. I lost the chat, but that's probably an oversight. Traffic in 6 miles. I got my chat back. I got the chat back. Otherwise, video seems very stable compared to YouTube, but I'm guessing you're streaming. So videos on platforms. Yeah, so the thing you're seeing with the WeatherWise videos more stable than the YouTube video is actually two separate phones. So the YouTube phone is a Moto G Stylus 5G 2024, and it's mounted in a pretty stationary, like a RAM mount grip, like a 2-inch suction cup. But the WeatherWise videos on a OnePlus 10 Pro from 2022. It has Hasselblad cameras. It has inbuilt stabilization because it's bouncing too. But it's also mounted on a more solid mount with a gimbal and a. I can tilt and pan that camera as well if I need to. So that's why the WeatherWise one looks better. Got to figure out how to get them unified so I can get the sponsor tags and everything on the YouTube stream without it on the WeatherWise stream. And I know other chasers do it, but chasers are a very insular, tight-lipped group, and nobody wants to share their secret. Nobody wants to share how they do it. They say to stream to a laptop at home. Okay, how you do that? I know the basics of how you're supposed to be able to do that, but when I try to do it, it fails. That's okay. Trade secrets are a thing.
not sure if it's struck or not. It doesn't look like there's any damage to it.
Kind of headed towards Youngstown right now, just to kind of hang out. How you doing, bud? I'm in Akron right now. Let's go ahead and lock that one out too. You're in Akron right now. That's good. I'll take this one. Go this way, you go into like Youngstown, Austintown, Boardman, Hubbard, all that good stuff.
Two vehicles involved, no injuries.
Say one bag of red is all that's going to put out, Miss Lady.
Okay. Cell coverage doesn't help either. No, it does not. Pennsylvania is the last of the Mohicans, except maybe like Montana or something when it comes to cellular coverage. You could have aggregation like I do with all three major cellular companies and everything else, and you're still going to hit dead zones like crazy. Still are. That WK2 over there is lifted nice. Yeah. I think I may use something called a Bella box or something. I'm not quite sure what that is. Been here many times to see fireworks. Yeah. I mean, so what we're kind of looking at.
Medic 24 responding.
I'll put this over here. No, I don't want to do any of that.
182 report of a PSA violation at 114 Smith Avenue. Passes a Strawbridge in East State. Caller stating that her Leland Harris is violating a PSA order. Black male, Leland Harris. He's going to be in West Middlesex.
Oh, Sharon police going out for a PFA violation. Yeah, so we're watching the stuff that's moving through. Stuff up to the north is no longer severe warned. Broken apart. Stuff down to the south's kind of contracting, fizzling as we go. Yeah, I think that's the blob for the early passage. So I always just call that the blob. Let's go to KCLE.
King, Boyd, Edward, 9431.
Oh man, I am so tired. So sleepy. I might actually go in this Love's and get a coffee or something.
Mary 087.
Something to give me a little bit of zazz, man, because I am slipping. That last night, that was crazy. I had to make a crew up out of people that I work with. Wasn't even people I was on a crew with.
27. 16.
I'm interested to see if I can hit any of those
14.
Mercer County
12.
DMR repeaters. There's Greenville. Can't hit it.
13.
Jamestown.
131.5.
Can't hit it.
14.
I tell you, man, I don't think anybody in Western Pennsylvania really knows how to do DMR. I've noticed a lot of that. Time slots linked. Local use only. No network. Just use whatever code you want. It doesn't work. It never does. You can't set a hand radio repeater up like that. Do need some pep in the step. I really do. I'm hurting. Oh. I got out of bed at 7:30 yesterday morning. I was awake all day. Went into work. Ran calls until 5:30 in the morning. Got a couple of hours of sleep on an air mattress. Woke up at 9:30 in the morning and went home. And I've been up ever since. Yeah. Let's get us something inside this Loves. Because I think that would be nice. Let's get us something cool inside this Loves. Something with a little bit of zing to it, if you know what I mean. Put it right beside this other black Jeep Compass with an antenna and a light bar. This actually looks almost exactly like what this truck used to look like, but it was white back in the day. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Let's get this old tired boy taken care of. Let me check that real quick. Updraft Telicity's looking really nice. Ooh.
217. 0217 PA.
Dispatch Medic 6, this patient is unconscious and coughing up blood. If you're able to, grab that box and run.
Well, Doctor, they some idiot put 20 foot in there. 20 foot? Yeah, because the way I had to go down the measure, it's only long. Glad we got guys who can read freaking. Outside right here, let's look at it.
On scene, unknown injuries.
Response 1 Dewey Avenue, 1001 Dewey Avenue, across the North Cascade Street Causeway, New 76-year-old male, conscious and breathing, shaking, not feeling well. Utilize EMS response.
Sending the high bay hook on, get a damn.
Eleven to 10. Yep.
Copy. Pull up service when you can. We'll see.
All right. I am back. The Milo Zero Sugar Sweet Tea is amazing, and it has a good amount of caffeine in it. All right. Yeah, and we're just in the windup right now. Nothing on the radar. No big emergency. I'm going to turn Cleveland back on. Is that a tornado warning down there? Sure is. Radar indicated. That's down by Uniontown, Redstone. It's like Fayette County, Washington County. Yeah. Little spin-ups. Told you about spin-ups today down there. Roller bikes.
We're clear. You can close the call. Yep.
Yes. 1668, go ahead.
All right. Tour warning south of Pittsburgh. I saw that down in Fayette. I'm at least going to get this thing backed out of the spot down to over to a place where at least you can see the road and stuff, you know. Better something to look at than the front end of a gas station.
Okay, are you at the seat or are you behind the backup?
Well, people just bully their way right on through. Like, I got a trailer.
Behind the backup.
Cut you off and
Either
keep
I'm
rolling.
going westbound still, but I just see the backup. It's backed up at least probably the 129, it looks like.
Alrighty, thank you.
Sounds like I-80's backed up. City of Toronto, nothing but wind. I wouldn't doubt it. That action's going to take place south of you. South of that lake there, that big old lake. Indian Punjabi restaurant. It's just what they call their business.
Korea PR 212, Korea.
Here, 212.
Would it be signal 1 at the 216.5 westbound sign that's falling off the wall?
Okay, here, 212.
Yeah, stoplight just don't turn green, does it? Come on. See where would be a good place to just hang out, you know? Shit, I think we just sit right up in here. Yeah, you just sit right up in here.
Just trying to update you. It looks like the backup's about the 127. Yeah. Oh.
You may not, but I don't follow Canadian weather. I'll tell you that now. I don't follow Canadian weather. I'd say whatever ECCCCCC tells you.
I've got 1458 en route from the 93 to monitor the back.
I'm clear. I am just flipping things now. Do you know what would be the best thing for me to do? If I should go up the right side, or I'm not really sure. Left behind everybody.
Unfortunately, we don't have anybody on scene yet. Road is on.
It's on the left side, closer to the right barrier wall.
If you just monitor the backup for right now, let me find out which would be the best option for you.
Okay, I'm clear.
Can't account for taste. I will tell you that. I just watched Bro over here in this parking lot in front of this ice cream place open his passenger side car door, throw out a bunch of trash on the ground and watch it blow off across that yard over there, and just shrugged and kind of shut his door. Reed Timmer's chasing in Manitoba. That's what I heard from him yesterday. Yeah, prairie season. Prairie season is definitely a thing. Those Canadian prairies light up. Yeah, Manitoba. What is that, Saskatchewan? I can never remember. It's Saskatchewan, and there's another one that sounds just like it, but it's a city in it, or vice versa. I can't remember. My Canadian geography's a little shaky, but... Yeah, the fact that they shut down Canadian weather radio, that is ridiculous. And I heard this is like, oh yeah, the backup runs on LTE in areas where there's not cell phone service. They could have easily done that with low band directional antennas on low band radio. They could have got like a 36 megahertz broadcast frequency or something and just put a link up.
The arrow up to try to get people to go into the veer into the
Ohio Turnpike sounds like they're having a hell of a time.
Please,
I'm clear. I will be 126 over 9.
Alright, thank you.
Warm out. $77 out right now. Actually feels really nice. $79 up in Cleveland, 78 to the north of us in Ashtabula. It's definitely prairie season. You're going to see Reed going up there. You're probably going to see like Jordan Hall or somebody go up there at some point this year. Ricky Forbes is from up there, you know.
T8HHH, WBA YHD.
Alright, signal 41.
Absolutely okay.
We're just chilling and hanging out there. We're having us good. We're having us a nice day. A nice day. And that's spicy. That's spicy, and that caffeine is certainly helping.
I'm clear.
Aaron J. Jack is also going to be chasing up there as well. Yeah, he lives up there. He's an American, but he lives up there. He married a Canadian woman. I believe she's First Nations. They live up there in Canada there. I think he lives in Manitoba. Not too sure. Here, I'll sift through some things here. Who's on it? Someone's on that tornado warning down there. Chris Brinker. Chris Brinker's on it. Pennsylvania Storm Trackers. There is a debris signature on the CC. There's a debris signature on the CC for this tornado warning to the south of Pittsburgh. Tornado warning remains in effect until 3:15 p.m. for north central Fayette and southwestern Westmoreland counties. Severe thunderstorms capable of producing both tornadoes and extensive straight-line wind damage located over Perryopolis or 9 miles northwest of Connellsville, moving east at 50. It's saying radar indicated rotation. There definitely was a debris signature there. I said Tyler Berry just sent me over a screen grab. Chris Brinker was right there near it, so if there was anybody that saw it, it was him. I just didn't want to play in that nasty blob down there. That's bad conditions down that way. I'm just going to shut the truck off for a little while. Roll the windows down, some flow-through ventilation up here, you know. Okay. It's free, doesn't burn fuel. There we go. And now it's just a waiting game for this second pop. That's all I'm looking for. That's all I'm looking for.
Do you see another
Let's go with composite. MRMS reflectivity.
What do you need, Frank? I forgot that. Alright, got it. We're good.
Split the view. For the second one, map 2, let's go with
No,
so that's not full secondary 31.
rotation track.
Someone who says the trooper's not out with them yet, but he's actively on scene with 35 eastbound.
Yeah, I see rotation track down there.
I will see what I can find out.
There's definitely some signs of rotation down there still.
29 is moving pretty
Scottdale. He's in Scottdale, Chris Brinker is. That went like right through where his house is.
I'm clear. I'll let you know.
Yeah, I forgot. I didn't even zoom in until I saw it said Scottdale when I zoomed in. I know that's where they live. I'm probably am gonna be at their event coming up on July 11th. I was talking to Josh Brinker yesterday. So, unless something work-related pops up, unless we get a hurricane that I have to go to for work, unless we get something stupid happens at the ambulance service on July 11th, I'll be at their event there at the East Huntington Township Fire Department there in TARS. And I know I volunteered to be on speaker panel if I was able to make it. I don't know if I'm still doing that or not. They're going to have Dr. Greg Forbes there. They got a paranormal side of it too. I'm not a big paranormal guy at all. I just do weather, but they seem to go together here and there, and they always kind of have in popular media. So that's what they're doing with it. But I'll be up there with something, probably Truck 1.
Okay, Peter, she's lost.
Connie said there was stuff blowing everywhere. I used to hang out in their streams a lot. It went right through where the Brinkers live.
Mutual aid on score call 2890 Melbourne Drive, South Melbourne Drive. 84-year-old male fell. Previous history nonverbal, conscious and breathing. Hasn't taken his medicine. Caller thinks he's possibly having another. Tones 1514.
Starting to get a little weird feel to it out here. Just a steady, about a steady 6 mile an hour southwest wind. True temp standing right at about 79 degrees. Yeah.
I'm going to monitor the backup here as soon as I can.
How bad is it?
Alrighty,
Question mark.
Hotel, possible representative. Come up 1617.
Everyone okay? Question mark.
Copy.
Yeah, it sounds like there's some damage around the Brinker's house there. Sounds like there's some damage around the Brinker's house there. I don't know if they're live right now. But it sounds like they took a hit from that. It sounds like a weak one, but tree damage, fence damage, stuff of that nature. It's like the neighbors got it a little worse. And that tornado warning is continuing. Is it continuing? It's definitely an embedded tornado warning. They're saying tornado possible. Rotation energy and track appears to be waning a little bit there on the MRMS, rotational lower tracks there. 0 to 2 kilometers.
Why do you like to bust my balls, man? It was about for the county. Guardrail about 15 ton of damage.
Okay.
No. Filling all these cracks with the hydraulic cement. I think I'm doing that tomorrow if you'd like to come over and help. Time and a half. Hey. Wow. Cold beer.
Check out the clouds up there. Look at the direction. This is barely movement. But those wispy clouds up there. They're moving to the east. This wind outside the truck is blowing to the north. Good illustration.
And 12 for the crash, and injuries, unknown jurisdiction. And 12 for the crash, unknown injuries. Now it's Golden Road and House South High. Now 2 vehicles, unknown injuries. Lots of debris in the roadway, unknown jurisdiction. E5.
Sunday station wagon black, nothing in file.
Still just chilling though. And evaluating options. Let's take a look at some models. Should be model watching, but I'm bored.
830 Bournemouth Campfield. 30 Bournemouth Campfield
I appreciate the like.
29B.
Yeah, they're extending that line, that thunderstorm warning line out.
History tremors, and today he has a headache. Hospital.
All right, Pixel. Off to the store. Yeah, man. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate the 10 of you that are currently watching. There's not a lot going on right now, so I definitely understand. And appreciate everybody. Thanks for being around.
Get her husband's number so we can contact him with his ETA for when he gets here.
528, okay?
Man, that latest her isn't looking too good. Secondary pop off the front. That might have been an overestimation. That might have been an overestimation right there.
Signal 2.
Okay, Future 12.
Let's take a look at the Rufus. I mean, the Rufus is still pretty confident. In general, severe. Not too impressed with the shear vectors. Let's use our old friend the NOM 3K while we still have him. Tell you what I'm going to do. All of these pops that I'm seeing on the modeling, on the NOM 3K, you should be able to always. You should be able to start seeing the pops up in Lake Erie around 4 to 4:30 p.m. That's true for the NOM. Let's see.
There is bleeding, not serious. Response, OEOC 1532.
That's true for the her.
Scotty, let me know when you're done with the roll change and you grab that. Come out and look at that wire.
That's true for the Rufus. Okay, it's true for the 3 main models that I'm using for today. Should be able to see those storms popping out over Lake Erie on the Cleveland radar by around 4:30 at the latest 5 p.m. It's currently 3:30. So we're just going to keep an eye on the radar. If it starts to look like verification, then we'll stay out. If not, we will go home. Cranberry Township and some of the areas in Beaver Township. There's a little bit of potential. I don't know. I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing the same type of model enthusiasm that I was earlier. Let's take a look at some of these stations along the lakefront here. 74 and 58. 79 and 59. 71 and 65. 75 and 64. Closer to us, 75 and 64. Should be averaging like 75, 64 across the board here.
Send us an officer the intersection of Market.
Copy. Do you want code 3, code 2?
So yeah, that's all we got to do. That's all we got to do. If it's going to verify, we will see those storms start to beef up over Lake Erie in the next hour. I think Route 11. Route 11 is a good cut north-south, and it's not too far from here. Yeah, that's Route 11. If we're gonna see it,
In the men's room, if we handle and taken care of, please, that'd be wonderful. Double check. And soap.
if we're going to see it, we'll start seeing the early signs of it in the next hour. And we got Route 11 for good north-south there. It's not perfect, but there are different intersecting routes and such, state routes that we can use out through there. To go up to Route 11? Let's go up to Route 11. Ohio. You can see a Silverado doing the dog squat because the frame's rotting in half. And that's still perfectly legal to drive on the road. Never in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania would fail that so quick you'd be getting pulled over left and right.
Red 25 Indian.
Go ahead.
127.1.
Alrighty, thank you.
New severe thunderstorm warning. It's going to be further out to the east
North
there.
Charlottesville Avenue, Bustler, Pitt Street. Accurate TL order model with a 28 of Mike Tango Zulu, 3068. 3068. It's all over the roadway.
about 4 or 5. Maybe in the morning. That would be nice.
First name.
And menthol tobacco flavor vape is really good.
Drinking a cup. Have a good.
Henry.
Threat, the slight threat. Level 2 out of 5. Slight risk issued by the Storm Prediction Center. It extends from Indiana all the way through Ohio into Pennsylvania, comprising the majority of the area of each state there. I think it actually goes up into New York now. Primarily, I'm interested in stuff that might pop off of latent breeze a little bit later in the day. There was some sloppy MCS that went through south of Pittsburgh about an hour and a half ago. Hit the Pennsylvania Storm Tracker's house. They're okay. Everybody down there is okay. It's caused minor property damage down there. Like chasing it. We already had that go through. The models predicted one wave through west to east earlier in the day, and then north to south later in the day. That's what we're looking at. We'll know within the next hour if this threat is going to materialize for the region. Modeling has been all over the place in the lead up to this the past few days. We are currently north of Youngstown, Ohio. We're on Route 11 north. Just outside of Warren, Ohio.
Been serving the amateur radio community in our valley since 1919. W8QLY. Repeat your.
All hazards on the table today. Damaging winds, large hail, isolated tornadoes per SPC. Running a status check. Vince Lewis, are you still in the chat? Adam. How are you today? Currently, it's beautiful out, 79 degrees. I'm here in Warren, Ohio. Crystal clear sky, too. Even the lower level clutter has moved out. There's little wispy clouds here and there. Little puffy boys up to our north, but bright sunshine here, which is what you like to see on a day where you want to have some severe weather develop. You're in Western Pennsylvania. You live in Western Pennsylvania. Good, good. Whereabouts down there? That's where we're from, based out of Western Pennsylvania. Erie County. That's actually not too terribly far from where we are right now. What is the county to the south of Ashtabula, Ohio? Is that Trumbull? I think that's Trumbull. We're in that county. Headed north, and I don't want a stopping point here just in a little bit because give these things enough run-up time. We'll see where exactly they pop. Modeling has it kind of scattered, and it's kind of difficult telling just looking at environmental alone. Been to Erie County many times. I used to love staying. There's an airport over here. Good. Arrow Park Drive ahead. Something, or I see. Antique tractors. I'll probably go back, pick one of those little gravel roads. International boulevards up here. Oh, I see. No outlet. Cavallino Investments. You don't want to be suspect near an airport. I'm going to go on the property. We'll go out here. We'll go on these little gravel roads that looks like it's built specifically for people to watch planes taking off. Looks like it used to be a road 50 years ago kind of thing. Go to the first one too, so it's not too far out. Got some overgrown areas out here on some parts of the airport property. While we're just kind of hanging out and waiting to see if our storms are going to fire over Lake Erie.
163.
I wish they had put any of these sightings in on the right side of the road instead of the left. With a sign right by it. No stopping or standing. Okay.
Private call, bro.
It's also an Air Force. We are outside of Youngstown Warren Regional Airport. Off of Monroe, again, little pop up. Didn't know it was also an Air Force. It is. North of where the EF-5 went through in 1985. Yeah. Was that Niles?
Back.
58.
We're still hanging out. Let's see if these things get a boost over the lake. I can think of this north.
I believe. Wind here now. Let me make this very storm way back to the west. It all to see more time right now in Pennsylvania. Very dangerous storm moving towards McConnell of the Mongolia baseball field going towards Cumberland. Okay, so we've got all kinds of storms. We await. It's taking its time to come over the legs right now as a result. Look at this. Look at all them red dots popping up. You see all the severity of the situation. We've got the medical center. The ditch roads you are in the path of a very dangerous, and a lot of different power infrastructure in the power outage problems. Not just this one line of storms. We got this one. This, okay, just so we know that we need to all watch. All right, you'll see that come out there possible in this general vicinity over the next little bit. Okay, and we can do here. Let's. Path of that with our deep, literally can see everything. Here, some landmarks. We got the Bethlehem Church near future. Okay, not working. We're 100% good to go on my. We are completely good to go. Must be an isolated issue that's in Canada, son. Now, storm today, a potential tornado. Guys they got passports to go chase. All right. Of Vernon. This is a very strong storm, though. Look at this. Moving over towards rivers. We need to coverage in Canada. Absolutely plumb wild in Manitoba. It's going on here. That's one of these big bad boys popping up here, Francis, and that's what Corey Gherkin and Brandon Kopic are trying to, be there for. Back here stateside, we just seen some of the checks. Again, we've had some pretty secret of one person and two or cookouts or something like. This is actually a pretty serious situation in Tuscarora right now, moving towards Newport. I've got a viewer out here that says there's a good bit of lightning right now. A good bit of y'all watch out with the path there. Once again, the Area View School, Center School, and Freedom School are all in the path of that very dangerous. You can see it coming in, son, there, and videos. We will share them here on the air, but remember, only do that if you can do it safely. Only do it if you can do so safely. We're not encouraging you out and put. How are you guys doing, by the way? 4 or 5 days. Those were like some of the only ready to go. And it's like today. Also, it's just been kind of quiet. So, yeah, that's another. It does look like June's going to be a little bit more active. I do think that MCS sees kind of stuff. And did I say quiet again? I really didn't mean to do that, y'all. I'm sorry. I really did not mean to do that. Terrible severe thunderstorm warning with 80-mile-per-hour winds. This is destructive winds coming in right now to this area. So please get indoors and away from windows. Let's do a deep research on this and too. What do we the path out? If you know anybody out there, tell them to get indoors. Where's everybody watching from? I have severe warnings over here yet. This includes that great town. You know, right now everything's pretty much. What in the world's going on in Troy, Ohio? Is there like a thing rolling around out here? Guys, his chat. All right, I'm on y'all watch. Point and the end. Troy, y'all watch out. Lots of lightning. You're already too close to this thing. That's Miami East High School. I know where any of that stuff is. That's where the storm's going. That's probably going to keep getting stronger too. And then over here, just to the east of that, we do have a storm warning. It's but you can see the dark clouds. Not what you want is a huge storm for you guys. So I think that we're Pennsylvania once again, and the roads closed down here was hit by this light here. I watch you. We've got a couple severe thunderstorms, substantial and worse, I believe. I have storm risk over here for Harry. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says I'm from Clarksburg, West Virginia, towards places like Baltimore, Philadelphia, Trenton, and New York City. We do have a 2% tornado risk as well, by the way. 2% tornado risk. 2% tornado risk. Let me line that up better. So to the menu, hit y'all mode. To be honest, it's pretty awesome. There's no other app that does it like this, son. There's a couple other ones that are trying, but not like this. But not like this. Back reports for alerts, push notifications for big storm up here in Canada. Just apps with us. We got flood. What is this? To be completely honest with you, I don't know. This might be the beginning. The smallest tornado path ever. I really related, right? Wind is there? But traded.
So guys,
Andrea.
I'm just needs to stop in this type of thing. And oh no, we got to cut out soundings. This is dumb. Okay, these models have been walking around all over the place, no agreement, days in lead up. They going. Might head toward the Akron.
Kivo, is it safe? What was going on?
Tell you the honest truth, guys. Thoroughly exhausted, and it's a beautiful day out where there isn't storms. I don't believe that this northeastern Ohio threat is going to materialize. Some of the models say it is. Some of the models say it isn't. None of them agree with each other. Data ingestion's fucked. And I do not have the patience to put up with it today. I just don't. There was supposed to be 2 pushes. The second one hasn't even begun to materialize. It's a little bit of floofy trash off of Michigan, but I don't care. I hate to say it at this point, I've got to say no. So this is the point where cutting losses comes into play. I think I'm going to shut down the stream. I'm going to drive home through Youngstown, and I'm going to get in the swimming pool. I'm sweaty, I'm tired, I just want to cool down and relax. Should have gone south today in that jumbled mess. But then again, that's jumbled mess chasing in garbage terrain. So, I gotta say, especially you guys that hung around the whole time,
The motorcycle was walking around.
thank you for watching. And we're going to be back soon enough on a day with better probabilities. Welcome to summer. We are going to be around for hurricane season this year. From what I understand, I still have a contractor deal with a major television network. So hurricanes are a whole different animal, but plenty of chances, I think. Even though they've been below average year, all it takes is one.
A conversation candy too, but they said they're all.
So, till next time, Petey and Barry, Keystone Prime Weather.